live class here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So if any information I want to give you, okay, so will be provided with the help of the Hitesh only, like material, document material. Even I have a soft copy of the textbook. So right now you are not able to come to college to get the books in library and all. So I'll be giving all the stuffs to the Hitesh. So he'll be forwarding to you people. Um, I guess the class strength is 65, right? Hitesh?
66, ma'am.
66 it is. Okay. So every day, okay. So we will be taking attendance with the help of Google Meet only. I guess you can see the class list it is giving. Okay. I'm not entering over here anything. So the software will be giving everything in Excel sheet. Okay. So we will be keeping all these things as a record. Okay. For the purpose of attendance. In the previous semester we were not giving more importance to the attendance, but here in the this semester we are maintaining some attendance too. So I request, okay, so to everyone to be present. Like it will be, even though it is given 1 hour 11 to 12, it's actually 45 minutes class it will be. So another 15 minutes is for any queries, technical issues, joining the session, for all such things. Okay, so let us start with the syllabus of the power electronics. I request everyone, okay, so to be online, at least if it is 11 means before 11:05. Okay, so everyone should be online. Okay, so or else it will be if you're coming late. Okay, so to online. So every time I need to admit over here again, it is quite disturbing for everyone. Okay, hope you can also understand all such things. So uh, let me go with the content what we are having. Look at this again someone is entering. Okay, so please understand. Okay, so while presenting again and again I should come and give admit means it will be disturbing everyone. So keeping that in your mind. Okay, so maybe 11:05, like 5 minutes delta time will be sufficient. Okay, so for any technical issues to join late. Okay, so okay, so coming to the subject, so this semester, like as I have already told, okay, for the 7th A section, power electronics subject I'm handling, so which will be easy 730 subject code. So and it is having a theory session of 3 hours, okay, and practical session, okay. So with a contact hour of 2 hours, it will be okay. So to our you need to come to the lab for the power electronics lab. You need to conduct the experiments. Okay. So again, CIE is 50 marks and SWE is 50 marks. Okay. So you know all such things. So then coming to the course outcomes. Okay. So the list of 6 course outcomes here I am displaying you. Okay. So So initially, okay, so this subject is a kind of electronics, how we studied. So starting from the PN junction, so then we studied diode, transistors, so many semiconductor devices. So we learned the characteristics of the semiconductor device. We know with the help of that semiconductor device as an application, we can go with the as an amplifier or as a switch. Applications of that in many way, all such things we have learned with respect to the electronics. Okay, so here the power electronics, okay, so we'll go in that fashion only. I can tell you that because for the first time we are entering to the power electronics devices. So basically we will understand the basics of the power electronics, what kind of devices we will be getting over here, what are all the characteristics we will be getting out of that. Okay, so and what are all the applications of that power electronics devices? Okay, so all such things we will be studying, like how we studied electronics, analog electronics subject, all such things. So in the similar fashion, okay, so we will be discussing, okay, so the power electronics as well. Okay, so the first basically, okay, so first CO is basically we need to understand the principle, working principle of the power semiconductor devices and what are all the importance of that. Okay, so that is covered actually. Okay, so explain the principles and importance of various power semiconductor devices and analyze their characteristics of power electronics applications. Okay, so this is just a basically, okay, so we'll be learning related to the power electronics from the base. Okay, so from the foundation we will be discussing. So when like evolution of the power electronics, what were all the devices during that time, and what are all it is available now, how the characteristic of that devices we are getting, applications of that, all such things. Okay, so then we will be designing, okay, so as well as analyzing some of the protection circuits for the power electronics. Okay, so that is called as a firing and protection circuits for a different power switching devices. Okay, so we'll be designing, okay, so and also, okay, so analyzing that circuits. Okay, so with the in terms of characteristics, so all such things we'll be doing with respect to the power devices as well. Okay, so then you have heard, okay, so of the word rectifiers from the first semester or second semester. Okay, so we'll be again designing or we'll be studying the circuit with respect to the, okay, power devices also. So the controlled rectifiers, all such things again. Okay, so we'll be studying over here, and we'll be checking the performance of that parameter with respect to the R load. Okay, so RL load. Okay, so like that, with the different parameters we will be studying that rectifier circuit with respect to the power electronic devices. Okay, so and then so we'll be going with the different kinds of power electronic circuits. Okay, so that we are calling it as a choppers. Okay, and control of that, all such things. Okay, and then inverters, you have heard of the word inverters many a time. Okay, so we'll be giving all such things belongs to whatever the day-to-day life we'll be using in the home appliances. Okay, so some of the equipments, okay, so will be relevant to the power electronics itself. Okay, and the last CO is with respect to the, okay, so demonstration of experiments in the laboratory. Okay, so this is related to the laboratory CO, and all other belongs to the syllabus what we are going to study. Okay, so coming to the units. Okay, 5 units we are having. You know all such things. Okay, so each unit will be for 20 marks. Okay, so as I was telling, unit 1 will give all the basics of the power semiconductor devices. Okay, so like here you can check introduction to power electronics. We'll be going with the power electronics. Okay, so what exactly this power electronics means, why exactly it is called power electronics, what are all the different devices we are having with respect to the power electronics, all such things. Okay, so if you are looking over here, okay, so we know diodes. So for you know the diodes meaning, okay, how exactly the diode will work, like a conventional diode we are having, Zener diode we are having, so many different types of diode we are having. Okay, so similarly we are calling in the power electronics power diodes it is. Okay, so we'll be getting good knowledge of why it is called uh, power diodes, what are all the characteristics of that power diodes. Okay, how to control that, all such things we will be discussing. Similarly, once we know the knowledge of diodes, okay, definitely the next is BJTs, right? Okay, so BJTs. So we introduce some another word called okay, another word called thyristors. Okay, so this is the main, okay, so component or device we are having in the power electronics. Okay, so the construction of BJTs and thyristors and switching operation characteristics, ratings, types, all that things we'll be discussing. Okay, so and we know, okay, BJTs will give the current control. It is called as a current control device. Okay, so then if I am coming to the voltage control device, which is basically FET is a voltage control device, right? Okay, so gate will be the terminal, okay, so which is providing the, which is acting as a voltage control terminal. Okay, so if you are taking a MOSFET or IGBTs, okay, so we are calling that as a voltage control device. So again, we'll be studying construction, operation, characteristics, all such things. Okay, so principles of series and parallel operation of the power switching devices, different types of power electronic circuits. Okay, so this unit basically will give, okay, so all the basic devices, okay, so we are having, okay, so with respect to the power electronics. So uh, in depth, like construction, characteristics, rating, types, operation, all that things will be having in the unit 1. Unit 1 is the basic, okay, so for the power electronics. Okay, so then coming to the unit 2, okay, so firing and protection circuits. Okay, so uh, uh, we will be having some firing circuits. Okay, so for the thyristor, MOSFETs, whatever we are studying over here. Okay, so like BJT, MOSFET, IGBTs, what we are studying in the unit 1. Okay, so for that particular circuits, we'll be providing some protection circuit and firing circuits. Okay, so how exactly we are designing that? What is the advantage of that? Okay, so all that things we'll be studying in the unit 2. Firing circuits for the power electronic devices, gate drive circuits, driver circuits for SCR, MOSFET, IGBT, and base drive for power, BJT, over voltage. I guess you can understand over here whatever the uh, basic power electronics we were discussed in the unit 1. Okay, for that protection circuit we are discussing in the unit 2. I mean, so if you're not knowing the basics over here from the unit 1, okay, so it is difficult to understand unit 2. Okay, so that is the thing. So then we are having a controlled rectifier. So you know already what is the rectifier meaning. Okay, so for that load, RL load, okay, so and all AC voltage controller. Okay, so some of the control devices. Okay, so with respect to the power electronics we will be discussing in the unit 3. Okay, so and unit 4, so we'll be calling it as a DC to DC converter or choppers. Okay, so if you are just gone with the power supplies and all, okay, power supplies, regulated power supply. So there, the word buck boost converters uh, is the common word we will be hearing. Okay, so we'll be just analyzing that buck converter, boost converter, buck boost converter with loads R and RL loads and their control strategy. Okay, so basically that buck boost converter is called as a DC to DC converter or choppers. Okay, so that we will be having in the unit 4. Okay, so and finally, okay, so you have heard of the word inverters, right? Okay, so inverters, operation of that. Okay, like full and half bridge inverters with the load R and RL loads. Okay, and three phase current source inverters, like power supply. You have gone with the UPS. You know the word UPS, SMPS. What is SMPS? What is SMPS, guys? Can you hear me? Yes, switch mode power supply. Okay, so that again, okay, so belongs to the all your uh, I can tell you this power electronics is like 80% is related to the electrical subject, core subject actually. Okay, core subject of electrical branch is the power electronics. So most of the things like inverters, UPS, SMPS, like as a applications what we are having appliances I can tell in our home. Okay, so all that belongs to this power electronics inside that. Okay, so the power electronic system will be present. Okay, so even the converters will be there in the refrigerators. So almost in the home appliances. Okay, so most of the time we will be come across with the power electronics devices only. Okay, so that is the reason we are studying. Okay, so the power electronics subject as well as we are doing lab. Okay, so in the seventh semester. Okay, so when we want to do some hardware project. Okay, so we need to have an awareness of everything. Okay, so because we will be using converting always. Okay, so the line voltage, that is 230 volts, into the DC voltage only most of the time for the 5 volts or 3.3 volts. So when we are designing all such things. Okay, so we are supposed to know. Okay, so some of the information related to the electrical background as well. Okay, so the 5 units will give. Okay, so definitely is introduction to the power electronics, that's it. Okay, power electronics is a very vast subject. Okay, so in depth many other subjects we'll come across with respect to the power electronics. And again, it is a PG courses, MTech courses. Okay, so even you can do your higher degrees, PhDs, postdocs, based on this power electronics. Whatever you are having the information. Okay, so I can tell you it is just a 10% of the power electronics. Okay, so whatever the syllabus we are having with the 5 units, it is with respect to the just 10% of the power electronics. Okay, so and the reference books, it is Muhammad H. Rashid. Okay, so basically this is the book. Okay, so we will be using. Okay, I have a soft copy of this. I can just mail you that soft copy. Okay, so via Hitaish, or even I have mail ID of yours. I can do anything anyway. Okay, another book, it is by our own college campus professor. Okay, so both are retired. Okay, so Anand Murthy, he is from electrical department. Few year back, 2 year back, I guess. And Natarasu sir, I guess you have heard of the name Natarasu sir. Like he had given some talk to you people as well in last year or before that. Okay, so they both. Okay, so have written another book. Okay, even you can refer. Okay, so in a simple way. Okay, so it is explained. Okay, and some of the other reference books it is given. Okay, so basically I will be referring Rashid book. Okay, so for the power electronics subject. Okay, so I'll come to this laboratory experiments. Okay, so in the afternoon session, so we'll be having okay, so laboratory session also. What exactly I have planned with respect to the laboratory, so I'll be explaining that in the today's afternoon 2:30 session. Okay, so let me start with the power semiconductor devices with unit 1. Okay, again I'll just give an introduction of this from Monday. Okay, so we can start actual syllabus. We can go with that. Okay, so I have informed you already that in unit 1 we will be just going. Okay, so thoroughly with the basics of the power semiconductor. Okay, as well as power devices like diode, BJTs, MOSFET, IGBTs. So like that, okay. So devices also will be studying construction, so all such things, okay. So the unit 1 is basically the, we will be knowing the power semiconductor devices will be knowing, okay. So uh, uh, why it is called, okay, so power electronics. So we have heard of the word, it is electronics, we know the word, why it is called power electronics, okay. So that we are discussing right now. Power electronics combine power, electronics and control, okay. So all the three terminals are very important with respect to the power electronics, okay. So control deal with the steady state or dynamic characteristics of a closed loop system, okay. So you have gone with the subject control systems, okay. So there you have studied with the steady state, dynamic state characteristics, okay. So for a closed loop, open loop, like that, okay. So here the control, it is a steady or dynamic characteristics of a closed loop system, okay. So if you are observing over here in the diagram, okay, so the relationship it is providing over here, okay. So this control can be analog signal or a digital signal, okay. So we will be having some electronic devices, okay. So that is equipped with the power, okay, power equipment, static or rotating, okay. So power electronics is basically between the three terms, okay. So power electronics control, okay. So all these things will be working together to have our power electronics, okay. So power deals with the static or rotating power equipment for the generation, transmission, distribution of electrical energy, okay. So we can have here, okay. So static or rotating power equipments will be there, okay. So we you have studied, okay. So motor, generators, DC motors, AC motors, induction motors, then servo motors, like in the first year you have just gone through with that such things, okay. So I am sure that you have just you can remember the words, not a entire working or entire information related to that. So I'm sure that things are evaporated from your end. So anyhow, it is we will be discussing, okay. So when we are discussing particularly with respect to the power equipment, um, at that time, okay. So basically we are telling, okay. So power electronics control we are talking, okay. So control is nothing but the steady or dynamic characteristics we'll have for the closed loop, and power, which is the static or rotating power equipment, okay. So which deal with the generation, transmission or distribution of electric energy, okay. So you have know, okay. So what is the word of generation, you know what is transmission and distribution of electric energy, okay. So that things, then electronics deals with the solid state devices and circuits for signal processing to meet the desired control objectives, okay. So electronics will definitely, it will deal with the semiconductor solid state devices, okay. So and it is a circuit, okay. So that process the signal to meet the uh, desired control objectives, okay. So the totally, okay. So we are getting the three words over here, that is power electronics and control. Power electronics, definition of the power electronics, okay. Power electronics may be defined as the application of solid state electronics for the control and conversion of electric power, okay. So very important to recall this definition, okay. So power electronics, it is defined, okay. So the application of solid state electronics for the control and conversion of electric power, okay. So we are having electric power will be there, okay. So we are controlling that electric power, how? With the help of the solid state electronics, okay. Application of solid state electronics for the control and conversion of the electric power, okay. So all the three terms, okay. So we will be, so basically electric power, okay. So power is nothing but the electric power, how we are controlling with the help of the solid state electronics, so that will be there. Okay, so whole together we'll be getting the three terms. Okay, so power, electronics, and control. So this is the basic definition, okay, so of the power electronics. So next, if I come up with the applications of the power electronics, okay, so you can, I'll just identify over here whichever we used it in our day-to-day life: air condition, aircraft, okay, alarm, audio amplifier, battery charger, blender, blower, boiler. Okay, so you can just go with that: electric dryers, fans, vehicles, electric vehicles, meaning, okay, elevator. So many. Okay, so if we are looking at this, okay, so almost, okay, so 90% of the applications, okay, we are familiar. Okay, so like washing machine, welding, voltage regulators, okay, so very low frequency transmitter, okay, so whatever the list over I have entered over here. Okay, so all that things, okay, so we'll make use of the power electronics only. Okay, so um, while designing and developing that, okay, so power electronics is the basic subject we'll be having. Okay, I can tell you that power electronics are based primarily on the switching of the power semiconductor devices. Okay, power semiconductor devices means electric power semiconductor devices. Okay, with the development of power semiconductor technology, the handling capabilities and the switching speed of the power device has improved. Okay, so I was having only the power electronic devices. Okay, so but the switching speed, okay, so and the switching speed, okay, so had improved. Okay, so the power devices, the meaning, and that was started in 1948. Okay, so with the first electronic revolution begin in 1948, right? Okay, so in the Bell Telephone Laboratory. Okay, so this is the evolution of the electronics. Most of today's advanced electronic technologies are traceable to that invention. So modern microelectronics so evolved from silicon semiconductor, the next breakthrough. Okay, so in 1958 was also from the Bell Laboratories, the invention of the PNPN triggered transistor, which was defined as thyristor or silicon controlled rectifier. Okay, so this is the power electronic devices that was evoluted in 1958. The electronics, it is 1948, but the power electronics in terms of thyristor and silicon controlled rectifier, okay, so was invented in 1956, was invented. Okay, so basically, okay, so we will be, okay, so we will be concentrating more with respect to the thyristor, okay, so which is also called silicon controlled rectifier, SCR we call. Okay, so this slide will give, okay, so exactly, okay, so evolution of the power electronics, when it was happened, all that things. Okay, so then the second electronics revolution begin in 1958 with the development of commercial thyristors. Okay, so this was for the experimental purpose. Okay, so it was done, okay, in the 1956. So but later on, okay, in the 1958 that thyristor was available, okay, as a in a commercial way. Okay, so by General Electric company, and that was the beginning of the new era of power electronics. Okay, so since then many different power semiconductor devices and conversion techniques have been introduced. Okay, so this is just a evolution. Okay, so yeah, in the as a testing. Okay, so they have developed at 1956 as a commercial way. Okay, so in 1958 they have given in the thyristors. Okay, so since the first since the first thyristor SER was developed in late 1957, there have been tremendous advances in the power semiconductor devices. Until 1970, the conventional thyristor has been exclusively used for power control in industrial applications. Since 1970, various types of power semiconductor devices were developed and became commercially. Okay, so the meaning is initially only like we were having only SCR, very few semiconductor devices we were having, power semiconductor devices we are having. Since after 1970, okay, so many power devices, okay, so many power semiconductor devices, okay, so we are having it commercially, okay. So power semiconductor, okay, so if you are observing over here, okay, so power semiconductor, we are having diodes, transistor, thyristors we are having, ender diodes, okay, Schottky, okay, pin diode we are having, double diffuse pin diode, BJT, okay, so which can be NPN, PNP, MOSFET, N channel, P channel, IGBT, okay, so IGBT is also another very good power electronic devices we are having, okay, so that again it is divided. Again, thyristors, okay, so fast thyristors, mm, GTO, okay, so we are having different types of thyristors also we are having over here, okay. So the dark indicates, so we are having less importance with respect to this, okay. So even including BJT, okay, so BJT with respect to the power electronics, okay, so it's just a less importance it is given in the market, like Schottky, pin diode, okay, all that things, okay. So basically thyristors play a very important role, okay. So thyristor, fast thyristor, GTO, IGBT, so then MOSFET, all these things will play a very important role in the market, okay. So a majority of devices are made of silicon. These devices can be divided broadly into power diodes, transistor, thyristor. These can be divided broadly into five types: power, okay, okay. Again, that is broadly divided. So power diode, transistor, thyristor are mainly, okay, classified. You can observe here also, okay, with respect to the silicon, okay. So power semiconductor with respect to the silicon, you can observe diode, transistor, thyristor are the main, okay. So devices, semiconductor device we are having. Again, that is divided into like power diode, thyristor, BJT, MOSFET, IGBTs, and static induction transistor, SITs. Okay, so these are all some of the, okay, so devices. Okay, so we are having with respect to the power electronics that we need to know. Okay, so all the basics with respect to the following mentioned. Okay, so devices. Okay, so the next we will be discussing related to the power diodes. What exactly power diode mean? Okay, so how it is different from the conventional diode? So what is the symbol circuit of that? What is the characteristics we will be getting with respect to the power diodes? Okay, so all such things we will be discussing from the next class. Okay, so this is with respect to the power diodes. We'll have all the discussion with respect to the power diodes, characteristics, rating, types, all such things. Okay, so we'll discuss that in the next class. Okay, if I want to summarize today's class, okay, so we just entered, okay, so into the uh, power electronics. Basically, we understood the terms power electronics and control are the three main components in our power electronics subject. Okay, and so we understand power electronics definition. Definitely I will be giving a proper connection, okay, so for the word power electronics, okay, in the upcoming classes, along with the examples. So when we are discussing power diode, okay, so if I am differentiating properly between, okay, so the conventional diode and the power diode, at that point only you will understand how exactly, okay, so the word power is coming over here. The same thing will be applied for other BJTs, MOSFETs and all. Okay, so there you will get an exact clarity of power electronics with respect to the uh, devices. Okay, so then I have given list of appliances we are using with respect to that power electronics. Okay, so and the evolution of the power electronics we just went. Okay, so and the main different power semiconductor devices we are having: diode, transistor and thyristors. Okay, and these are all the five list of five types of devices. Okay, so that we will be having. Okay, so that we will be having in our first unit. We will be discussing in depth related to all that things. Okay, so in our next class, okay, so I'll be concentrating on the power diodes. Okay, so power diodes, whatever we are having, so that I'll be concentrating. Okay, so now again we will have a meet on 2:30. Okay, so I'll just give the list of experiments, of course. Okay, so we need to understand first theory concepts. We need to study the theory things properly. Okay, so almost all the components or power electronics device what we are studying theoretically, that you are conducting in the laboratory. Okay, so as an experiment, so the theoretical background is much important when you want to perform in the laboratory. So all that information, okay, so I'll be giving parallelly to you. So we'll have a discussion of today in the afternoon class, the list of experiments what we are going to do. So right now for the first month, okay, so we'll be doing with the software simulation software. Okay, I don't know whether it will continue during in from the month from next month. I don't know how exactly the lab will be carried, but anyhow, okay, so we'll be having some simulation softwares with respect to this power electronics to carry this experiments. So I'll just give a list of experiments, list of softwares we can use to get that experiments and to conduct that experiments with that software, simulation software. Okay, so let us meet. Okay, so again at 2:30 today. So any other information you want from my end? Today we are just started with introduction. Okay, so from the class we'll be going with the syllabus. Okay, so basically what is the syllabus of the power electronics and evolution of that. Okay, so what do you understand by the word power electronics? What are all the applications of that power electronics? Where exactly we will be having that? What are all the different types of that power electronics? Just a basic one line information you have received regarding the power electronics in this class. Okay, so in depth we will be discussing from the next class. So any other clarification you want from my end? If not, we'll meet at 2:30. Okay.